Got to say, it's not only me that feels we're linked to the seas. Make your way to a massive grave if you can find for easy.
Into the mouth of hell we march.
Into the mouth of hell we march.
Doing whatever.
This battle's not the same which they led us to believe.
You know, like the intro bit and then the first verse, it kind of like puts you, I don't know, like on a Viking ship sailing towards somewhere.
It
you know,
does. It felt very Amanda Martha.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
I thought the exact same thing. I'll be honest with you.
I think that's why I like it so much. But yeah, such a cool intro. You're with the old. And then into the that one.
It's not. Yeah, it's a good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
I
so
do
cool.
like it. Yeah,
there's a lot. It's quite hard to play as well because like you're jumping. You're like jumping between all the strings, like. But I love playing that riff. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a good riff. I mean, you know, it looks really hard to play. I'll be honest with you, like I just said, and your job to learn the songs, and I can't even goddamn pronounce the name of the song.
This is my boomstick.
Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of Monsters of Metal. Today we are going to be going over the album Shogun by the infamous band Trivium. I say infamous. They were infamous after the album before this, but they're pretty good. Genre defining, some people say heavy metal, some say metalcore, thrashcore.
Bit of everything.
Bit of everything, bit of this, bit of that.
Mixture.
It is a weird mixture, which, you know, divides a lot of fans, like... So yeah, it's a bit of a Marmite band. Shogun was released on September 23rd in 2008 on Roadrunner Records. It was recorded in the Sound Kitchen in Nashville, apparently. This was famously the last album they did with their drummer Travis Smith. Yeah. And they later moved on. Do you know what? They actually released a song after this with Travis Smith, and that was the last thing they did with him.
Oh, was it?
It was the God of War 3 soundtrack song.
Shattering the Skies Above.
That's it.
A fucking great song.
So that was actually the last little venture with them.
Yeah.
It was produced by Nick Raskulines, with the band moving away from Jason Sukoff, who had done The Crusade, which you know was infamous in the band's discography just after Ascendancy, and which we all know and love. Ascendancy is the album that got me into. That was honestly the first like real heavy music that to me at the time. I know
Yeah,
people
yeah.
would be like, that's not heavy. Yeah. No, the first real
If it
heavy.
wasn't recorded in a forest in Norway.
Yeah. whilst goats are being slaughtered.
It ain't metal, man.
Yeah, so anyway, that to me was my first real venture into heavy music. It was the first band I saw live. I saw them here in Plymouth. Anyway, so like every teenage girl back in the day, they released a countdown or like a teaser on their MySpace with the new album update, which was embedded in a YouTube. So, I mean, if you people listen to this now, I don't know how old or young anyone is listening to this. MySpace was that was the Facebook back in the day, before even
the
Facebook.
the place to be,
Exactly. And then they released the title track as a 24-hour download.
Oh, right.
On Roadrunner Records. You could only get it for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And that was their little teaser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Corey went on to say, obviously Corey the guitarist went on to say, they wanted to capture the best ingredients of everything we've done. Each song is a little bit of everything, going between something heavy and then melodic and then back to something heavy, which is very apparent in this album.
Yeah.
Whereas if you know, like we were talking about Ascendancy, that was just heavy.
Yeah.
There was very few melodic parts.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, arguably the Crusade went the complete opposite way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like We
are the fire. Yeah.
I actually secretly love that song.
It is catchy.
It's catchy.
The
the Crusade, arguably people criticize them heavily for almost trying to emulate Metallica-esque. It's the Metallica curse. They toured heavily with Metallica previously.
Well, they made that mistake, didn't they? They said, you know, when they hit with Ascendancy, they made that mistake of saying to all the UK press, we're going to be the next Metallica.
Whoops.
Saying that, you know, we're going to be that big. But everyone took it as, oh, you know, these cocky little kids.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
And they took it as arrogance, I think, a lot of, which, you know, back in the day, they were young guys. Arguably, that being mistaken for arrogance, you know, lost them a lot of fans and stuff like that. But the Crusade didn't win them anymore either.
No.
There was a whole controversy. Anyway, this album was the next one after the Crusade.
Yeah.
So you can see whether, like, some people think this is their favorite Trivium album or not. You can see a lot of the groundwork, which is then produced what we listen to now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can see a lot of influences.
Yeah.
You know, arguably, Matt Heafy was said to the vocals on Ascendancy and stuff like that, he felt was it couldn't go on forever, that level of screaming and stuff like that. It would just
because he wasn't doing it properly at that point.
No, he didn't know how to do it properly.
He didn't learn properly until 2014 when he blew his voice out.
Exactly. It wasn't until he actually destroyed his voice that he went back and rebuilt it.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So yeah, there was a lot of like even then I feel like he didn't feel like he could sustain that level of
sure.
You know, vocals. And then obviously they stayed all well away from the Crusade. I know I keep going back to it, but it is quite important at this time. They went away from 7-string guitars, didn't they, in the Crusade? That was all.
There was like
a couple,
one or maybe two tracks with 7 strings. Yeah.
So they came back to this album, 5-string basses, 7-string guitars.
Yeah, the majority of this album is 7 strings. I think there's only 2 that aren't.
Yeah. Real, you know, a lot of a collaborative effort in the band as well. Anything you want to add? Whilst I'm just quickly catching up with what I've just.
Well, I mean, this is a go-to album for me out of there. I mean, they've got loads of great albums, but this is like in their top 3. Almost, I'd say favorite at times. It's hard to say. I think it is my favorite. Yeah,
but
the other 2 are so good.
You really wanted to do this album, obviously. I'm absolutely fine with that.
Yeah.
So a couple of the tracks off there, they made some gaming debuts. Into the Mouth of Hell, We March was featured on the 2008 Madden NFL, just so you know. And then Down from the Sky was WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2010.
I definitely did not play any of those.
I played neither of those games.
What's NFL? Football League?
NFL.
National Football League?
It's American football.
American football,
yeah. So, like, with the later albums and stuff like that we said laid the groundwork. Apparently, Silence in the Snow was originally written for this album. It was written whilst they were touring Japan in 2007 with Heaven and Hell, Ronnie James Dio, I believe it was.
Yeah. Oh.
And same with the Phalanx, which I recently just watched. If you don't get a chance, Matt Heafy does a lot of Twitch streaming, and you can find some good little nuggets on there. I didn't manage to trawl through all of it, to be honest with you, whilst I was doing research for this, but it wasn't until we got here about to start the episode I realised that was probably a good place to look for some information.
Oh yeah, he's got loads of stuff.
He's got loads of stuff. Yeah, it's quite cool. And even going back to like when they were younger, saying we're going to be the next Metallica, and coming across quite arrogant, some people say, like from the way he seems on his podcasts and stuff like that, he doesn't seem very arrogant at all.
No, not at all. No,
I don't think he does.
I met him a couple months ago and had a conversation with him, and he was the nicest guy.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. We'll go on about that. I'm sure some eagle-eyed fans might be able to spot in the background, but we'll go into that story as we always do midway through.
Yeah.
But yeah. So shall we? First, let's kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're going to do this. We're going to listen to the song, go over a fact, have a little talk about it, maybe play some guitar and see how we feel.
And
how does that sound?
We'll have an after 8 mint again. Shall we?
A little refresher. Little refresher. Just keep you moist. There you go. Right, here we go.
Kirisute Gomen.
Nice little Spanish guitar intro. Even though they split with the drummer on this, I still think the drumming is fantastic on this album.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. Alex, the new drummer, he like plays this stuff and takes it to a whole new level. I think he's so good. This bit, you just see Corey's hair just that splash.
And I really love Heafy's scream vocals. They're just so he's just got his own sound to it.
Especially back here, he didn't really know what he was doing, so it's like he's off the leash.
Maybe that's why, because it's so raw.
Himself up. Yeah.
Love this bit.
Yeah. Learning some of this stuff on the guitar has been so much fun.
Yeah.
Hard, but fun.
Little change. Like, almost European style dual guitars.
I wonder what inspired that. Almost sounds like a film score, like a Japanese Kurosawa film score, doesn't it?
Just the double bass pedal, just with the heavy parts. Yeah.
You thought it finished then?
I fell for it.
The definition of a false ending. At the end of this song, you can hear Paolo do some like bass stuff over the top. Like, listen.
I got a real bone to pick with the bassist in this album at one point.
Oh, okay. Interesting. It's like a battle march, isn't it? Like a...
Yeah, Roy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Awesome.
That was. How do you pronounce it again?
I think it's Kirisute Gomen.
Oh, okay. We apologize for any pronunciation.
I think it's something like that. Kirisute Gomen.
It's from yeah, that's it. So if anyone wanted to know, here's a little fact about that. Is a Japanese expression regarding the feudal tradition of the right to strike back and take someone's head.
Yeah. If you're a samurai, anyone that's a lower rank than you, if they disrespect you, you can just basically take their head. I think the literal translation is like authorization to cut and leave.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I read a whole thing into it and ended up down a rabbit hole about this whole thing. And I was like, oh, God, here we go. I was like, I can't put this in.
Sat in bed with your wife, like, what are you reading about, honey?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So some people think, obviously, what an opening to the album. Great. Really, really great. And some people thought it was a big middle finger to some critics and gatekeepers by putting this in.
Yeah.
So, you know, the definition, like you say, taken from the lower class, not necessarily claiming the lower class, but, you know, not listening to people. And I think it was a big fuck you, this song. Just an opening, like, hell, just bring balls to the wall. I liked it. I
the whole, you know, take their fucking. That's
I
very
eyes,
angry statement, isn't it?
It's a straight to you.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, this album's named Shogun. You could argue, obviously, Matt Heafy takes some big influences from his heritage, and he's actually half Japanese.
Yeah.
His dad was American.
Yeah, his mum was Japanese. His dad was a U.S. Marine, I think.
U.S. Marine, yeah.
And then, obviously he was stationed over there and then moved around and ended up in Florida.
You ended up in Florida. Land of dreams.
Florida, baby.
Florida, baby. Yeah, so is there any guitar parts there you want to go with?
Let's explore this song on the guitar a little bit.
Let's
try.
Here we go. We're loosey-goosey. Here we go.
So yeah, it's like... Obviously, a lot of Trivium stuff. I mean, they're absolutely amazing how they play things. So to nail it and play songs in a one-er, for me personally, it's a challenge.
Oh yeah,
I mean, the riffs are so cool. I think one of the reasons why I like Trivium so much is because they take a lot of the older style of metal verses, choruses, you know, like that traditional style.
Yeah, of course.
It's not just a case of like, let's have a breakdown here all the time. And, you know, I think it's very Metallica structured songs.
Which I'm probably sure they'd hate us to say that.
Well,
listen, you get
Here's a
influenced by who
compliment.
you're influenced by.
yeah,
all right?
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Nothing
No,
wrong
it
with
is.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think that's why I like a lot of their music. Yeah. So I have.
Yes.
So if anyone's ears are deceiving them, I have a 6-string guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I forgot about this.
However, this
Through the power of technology.
power of technology, baby. Most of this album is 7 strings. There's only 2 that are in E stand. So I basically have it transposed down a whole step. So
Okay.
when I play an E on here, it's a B. So it's which is what they play most of their stuff.
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
So
we did look at buying a 7-string.
I am going to get a 7-string,
You are?
especially after learning all this stuff.
Oh, you're all about it now, are you?
Yeah. I love a 7-string.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty good for like practicing the stuff, but yeah, I want to get a 7-string for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, that obviously it starts off with the acoustic and then just goes into the. It's really cool. Then it kicks off into the.
This is the bit I really like. So you can see why people like argue what genre really defining, because there's a lot of like down picking there that feels very
Yeah.
thrashy, and then the do feels
Well,
almost
yeah.
like death metal-y.
So
or
like
black
this,
metal-y,
so
I
like
guess.
just that riff there about going into the it's
Yeah.
pretty much
It has that vibe, yeah, definitely.
battery,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
the set, yeah. So it has that very sort of triplet chugs.
yeah,
you know?
triplet chugs, yeah.
And then
But that bit I was talking about, do.
oh the
Whether it's just me or not, it just has a reminiscence or era of just like that, maybe like black metal-y, death metal-y.
yeah
do you know what I mean?
it's just fast like yeah, definitely.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, they some of the fast how they fast they play some of these songs. I was learning it this week, like Jesus, man. You know,
Well,
the whole you got to be proper warmed up for it.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me
yeah.
Anyway.
well, it's like when you sent me the video of them doing the recording of them filming this. We talked about it.
Oh yeah, just
that
to that click track.
to that click track. How fast that click track is. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If few people play to a click track, then full power to you. But I couldn't even play a tambourine that fast.
And then it just kicks into the you've got the main chorus bit, which is the and
Yep.
into the
Yeah, definitely. There's no two ways about it. There are a bunch of guitar nerds, aren't they?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he used to practice I think he said like it was anywhere between sort of 3 to 6 hours a day, and it shows like his rhythm,
Oh,
Matt's
yeah.
rhythm playing is spot on.
Yeah, he's great. Is that all you got to say about that?
Um,
Any more little licks? Any more little tricks?
No, not really. I mean, yeah, it's just been really, really fun to play, especially the the intro bit, the battery type of, that bit.
Yeah, just really riffy in it.
I
Yeah,
think that's
boy.
it for Kirisute Gomen, really.
Yeah, a great
Yeah.
song. Great. I really like it, and especially now, like doing a bit more research into it and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
gives you another layer to it, I suppose, which I
Yeah.
quite enjoy. Well, let's move on to track 2, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Why does he name all these songs?
Scylla and Charybdis.
Scylla and Charybdis. Is that what you
Scylla
said?
and
Is that what we're saying?
Charybdis. Yes.
I was like, Scylla? Scylla? So Scylla and Charybdis. Torn between.
The harmonies and the guitar there just come in.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
The mix on this album is so good, isn't it? It sounds really cool.
I always love a dual guitar solos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. This bit.
You don't like it?
Sounds like a wet fart through your microphone. What is this tone?
I know what you mean.
Wait.
Yeah.
That is the worst sounding.
It's very thin, isn't it?
It's awful.
Yeah. It's different. Here comes in Mr. Henry Sweeping.
That bass. I think it comes back again. There it is. What is this?
It's just the bass solo.
It's the worst thing. I hate this. I hate this. This almost kills the whole song for me.
I'll tell you what I think it is. I think they're characters. So obviously this is about two characters, yeah, from Greek mythology.
We'll get to the end of the song. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Don't give away my facts. It's the only thing I bring to this show. There you have it. There you have it.
So, bass tones.
Yeah. Do you tell me like that?
What I think it is that, you know, obviously there's two characters in this story, right?
There are two characters in this story.
Yeah, so I'm guessing somewhere else in there, one of the guitars is one of the characters. I can only guess that that bass tone that comes in is like the character coming back.
Well, that character should stay away. He should stay in the sea.
Some strong feelings against a bass tone.
Honestly,
really, is it just that bit? I know there are bits in songs that are just
what? Before we started doing this, I would probably have never really paid much attention to this. But now we're like trying to review albums and stuff like that. Like, I'm trying to listen to it more intently, and now I find stuff I hate even more now.
Yeah, there's a part like that. So you know, Power Slave by Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
You know the bit where it breaks down and then it builds back up again to the down, da 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 da, and they down, 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 down. I reckon the song should just end there, and it just goes back into
yeah.
And that bit, I'm always just like,
you just wish it ended there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
So that was torn between Scylla and Charybdis, which here's a little fact for you: is an idiom. Which is to choose the lesser of two evils, but also like akin to a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
They were two. What were they? They like titans. One was like a whirlpool, and one was like a six-headed monster, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Are they titans or something like that?
So the artwork that comes with this, there isn't any lyrics in the actual book. There's just, you see there, loads of illustrations about the songs. So one of those is Scylla, and one of those is Charybdis.
Okay, so they're just monsters of some sort.
They're just Greek mythology.
Yeah, from Homer's Odyssey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's about choosing the lesser of two evils when you got a bad situation. But what about the old guitar parts? Any interesting parts from you?
There's some cool riffs in there, isn't there?
Yep, there are some cool riffs.
Starts off with the old.
How have you found these like stretchy, like Heafy riffs? Like, I feel like he gets some spread on the go.
He's got like really long fingers. He does later on. He does some like stuff like. like proper reaching down.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, he is he's so good at the the down picking metalcore type stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it's been fun trying to learn some of these, but there's a lot of like jumping between strings.
Oh yeah.
And then it goes, what was it at one point? It's like.
Yeah, rather you than me learning those bad boys.
But yeah, like what you were saying about the stretches there, it's like. Seven. Yeah.
That's a good stretch right going on there.
It is a very good stretch.
Yeah, sweet.
It's been fun to play them actually.
Yeah,
fun to learn them.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this episode's been a bit of a cursed episode, isn't it? Every tangent has gone wrong for this. So you've had plenty of time to practice. More than you should.
Third time lucky.
Third time lucky. If only you people could see the Mickey Mouse rig we've got set up for our tripod. Maybe we'll show you in a picture later. But yeah, we broke the tripod today.
You were ill.
I was ill. I'd finished nights, so I couldn't do
the world ended.
The world ended.
What else has happened since then?
Yeah, if I sound bad in this podcast, I want to apologize. I'm still kind of getting over the sniffles, so but you'll be okay.
I'm really gutted. I haven't got like a bass plugin on here now, so I can replicate the
that awful tone. It's just no. I don't know. It's not until only a couple of days ago where I really picked it out, and it just really irked me.
Yeah,
really.
Well, fair enough. Everyone's got their thing.
Yeah, that's my thing. I hate that. The song's too long. Stop it before we get to that part. And but yeah, sorry. Let's move on to the next song, "Down from the Sky," which I'm sure you can guess what the message is here. But I do like this little intro track.
I think this was the first song released, wasn't it? First single.
Was this the first single?
Yeah. So I remember seeing this video and I was like, oh, it's definitely a 7-string. As in, like, you can hear it, right? Yeah. I was like, oh, ideal. Here we go.
So it's very catchy chorus, like chorus lines.
Yeah.
Very almost like radio.
Yeah, anthemic, isn't it?
Anthemic. Yeah, that's a good way of playing it.
The chorus is very like jumpy, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
And you sing along. Yeah, you can sing along to it.
Yeah.
Go. I feel like this track wouldn't be a miss in some of the newer albums. What I mean by like,
Yeah. Big chorus.
Yeah, that breakdown though.
Yeah, could be a Radio 1 song up until this point where most people would be like, where I'm like, turn it up.
Yeah. Get that gothic music off my radio.
Here, get that Grebo music away. You dirty goth. This is a good riff. Very black metal, like you were saying earlier on. I love a dive bomb.
Oosh.
Oosh.
Love it.
What we got?
What we got. So with this album, even though the previous album, The Crusade, I know I keep going back to it, but it's, you know, it was controversial enough, was very heavily focused on, was it murder and like crime, The Crusade? It was kind of thematic in that it had a lot of,
there were
like,
a couple songs on there, like The Sadness Will Sear and
So there was I read somewhere that, I can't remember who it was who said it, but they said they wanted to kind of get away from that kind of theme more than anything and have more of a free-flowing music experience with the album. But as far as this album goes, it is very heavily around Greek mythology, even though it's called
death
and death.
Yeah.
But, so this song is definitely focused more on like the apocalypse, kind of like politicians. Death rains down from the sky.
Yeah, this is like their Rust in Peace, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like the obligatory anti-establishment.
Yeah,
everybody's got nuclear bombs. Stop it. Metal song.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was just my little piece on there. Not much else to say about it.
Yeah, it was the I think it was definitely the first single, wasn't it? Because I remember watching it just before I went. I'll talk about it and like when we talk about the album and stuff. But just before I went away for a bit, it just come on TV, and I was like, oh, cool, you know,
yeah.
7 strings, and this is Crusade, but a bit more angrier.
A bit more angrier, yeah. It has that Crusade vibe to it, but like you say, with the back and forth between the harmonies and the vocals between heavy and soft. And,
they still play it
melody,
live,
not
don't
soft.
They still play it live.
They still play it live,
really good live.
Yeah.
It's
one of the big ones.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's all I've really got to say about that. What about you? Any bits for you? Or?
Any bits for me? Yeah, the main riff you said about the. Yeah, that's a cool bit.
Yeah, that's nice.
Especially with the thud, the thudding drums.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then you got that, the breakdown a bit.
I love that bend. Yeah, I don't know how anyone dive bombs ever outside of a recording studio, because the minute you die, your strings are gone. They're gone. They're gone. If not broken, they're out of tune. Every single song, every single string is gone.
That other riff that I really like as well, that I pointed out,
the black. Yeah, I love that bit. Just sounds so meaty on a 7-string, doesn't it?
Does, yeah.
Well,
yeah, definitely.
Our 7-string.
Our 7-string. Yeah. Our budget 7-string.
Love it. Yeah, that's a great track.
It is a good track.
It is a good. Yeah. So that was the actual first single released on the.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. And then Throes of Perdition was next, I think.
Fair enough. So the next track we're going to go on to is the Into the Mouth of Hell We March. Let's do it. Let's do this part.
Such a cool riff.
Yeah. Great riff.
I'd say this is one of my best songs on the album. My favourite.
This is?
Yeah. This verse riff. Love it.
How to do vocals wrong.
Yeah. But sound good.
But sound great. Happy little chorus.
Yeah, happy little chorus. That's the thing though, isn't it? It's like
Bob Ross of choruses, mate.
Yeah. And then just back into darkness. Love it. Love it.
Descend into hell. A fade from one ear to the other there.
That's a big one.
So metalcore.
Yeah.
I love this bit, the call and reply.
Yeah, same.
Here we go, thrash.
Just imagine some angry mum coming home to her kids making a noise in the other room. Right. Sorry about me. Descending riff there. Oh, I like it so much. I think it's the chords that he's chosen. They're very sort of like melancholic.
Yeah.
Is that classed as a fade out? I don't know.
That's definitely a fade out. Definitely a fade out. We love a fade out here. Big fans. So that was your favorite track off the album then?
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's one I always go to. I really like it. It's up there for my favorite.
Not favorite, but close to.
Yeah. It's hard to pick a favorite.
So this is actually a continuation on from, apparently this is like a Unforgiven-esque in the sense that it's an add-on to the Scylla and Charybdis.
Yeah.
Nearly forgot that.
Charybdis?
Just name the songs easier. Jalapeno.
Jalapeno?
But again, yeah, it's all following that Greek theme and the Odyssey and everything like that.
Yeah.
Any guitar bits from you though?
Yeah.
Any
I think that's why I like this song so much, is because the chords that he's sort of like he's used. You know, like the intro bit and then the first verse, it kind of like puts you, I don't know, like on a Viking ship sailing towards somewhere.
It does. It felt very Amanda Martha.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought the exact same thing. I'll be honest with you.
I think that's why I like it so much. But such a cool intro with the old. And then into the that one.
It's not. Yeah, it's a good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's so
I do
cool.
like it. Yeah,
there's a lot. It's quite hard to play as well because you're jumping. You're like jumping between all the strings, like. I love playing that riff. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a good riff. I mean, it looks really hard to play. I'll be honest with you, like I just said, and your job to learn the songs, and I can't even goddamn pronounce the name of the songs. Had one job.
Hey, we're all valuable here.
We're all more appreciated. I'm definitely not a diversity hire.
And then you have the leady parts, I remember playing it the other day. That bit.
Love that bit.
And then they harmonize it, and it just all sort of comes in at this nice
crescendo-esque.
Yeah.
But you're a big fan of that chorus as well, aren't you? That.
Oh, then back into the.
Just like that.
But yeah, Matt Heafy does this on YouTube. Matt Heafy. Heafy. That was a mispronunciation. Heafy. He does this. If you go onto YouTube, Gibson TV did this hour-long thing where he breaks down. Have you seen it? He breaks down like 5 riffs from his song. Or he shows you how to play certain riffs from a few albums, and he shows you how to do. Oh, he is just like bang on. He's like a robot. He doesn't miss any bum notes. He's obviously put the practice in, and one of the exercises he sort of tells people to practice is this. So it's the chord progression to the that bit. But if you listen in the background, there is another guitar, and it's a real right hand workout. And just watching him do it, I'm just like, what the hell? And it's just like. Just, you know what I mean, with the triplets in there?
Yeah, of course. For me, my right hand hurts just watching.
So yeah, that's a nice little riff there.
Yeah, so I just watched him, like I was saying before earlier, where I was watching him on the Twitch stream, and it was the 10-year anniversary stream of Shogun.
Yeah.
And he was playing the rarities, so the ones that don't really play live. And just watching him just play along, sing, and respond to the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
It's just nuts on the way he's going.
Yeah, he does solos as well while singing, and you're just like,
he really does play.
Muscle memory down to a T, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you've seen his room of guitars where all he does is sit there and play, doesn't it? Constant.
Yeah.
The dream.
Yeah.
The dream.
So yeah, I'd say that's one of my. It is one of my, if not my favorite song on the album, purely just for that opening. But the chords there. Just really like it.
Yeah, big.
Really cool.
It was cool. Shall we take a break?
After 8 time.
Let's after 8
Let's have
time.
a little mint.
Yeah, you need a little.
Let's have a little mint.
Little refresher. Let's have a little chat, shall
Go
we?
on,
Let's have a little break.
Yeah.
So, as we always do with most of these, if we have seen the band, and we've not really been to a band yet, well, we haven't seen live, but I'm sure that'll happen soon.
Yeah.
So, when was your first time seeing Trivium?
First time, I think the first time was when they got bumped up the stage at Donington.
Yeah.
Well, the first time they played Donington in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Ascendancy had just come out.
Yep.
And that was the first time I saw them. They were meant to play on the second stage, and they famously got bumped up to the
main stage.
The main stage, yeah. And
Nice.
I was there for that, and that was like one of their breakout shows. So I was there for that, luckily, and then I saw them on the Crusade tour in Exeter. So I didn't get to see them on the Shogun run because I was elsewhere in the world at the time.
Yeah.
And I've seen them a few times, and the last time I saw them was a couple months ago in Bristol, where I got to do the meet and greet and hang out and stuff
as
like
you'll
that.
see, if anybody's watching this
Yeah, that
on
was
YouTube
really cool.
or anything like that, you can see in the background we've had from the start is the Trivium Pigpen poster. And I'll be honest, when Martin went with Mark and he told me he was paying to see the band, I did rip him a piece. I was like, what? And I
The
now have
thing is,
humbly
though,
in my words because
my reasoning was like, right, okay, the Metallica meet and greets, right? So I was a Metallica fan club member, paying member for 20 odd years.
yep,
When
they
it
have
was,
seen their money out of you, mate.
yeah, I know. And then they basically opened it up to the, anyone can become a fifth member. So all of a sudden you went from a pot of, let's say, 2,000 people that are eligible for the meet and greet lottery,
Yep.
which is what
Now-
they used to do, to anyone that goes online to.
Find out.
So yeah, it's gone from like 2,000, let's say, for example, to like 50,000. So that ain't going to happen. So, I mean, their meet and greet nowadays, like, I think it's like £2,500
What, for Metallica?
for Metallica,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh, God. So what I'm trying to get at is the Trivium one was, I think I paid £120.
Yeah, I took the piss royally.
Do you know what I mean?
I took the piss, but when you showed me what you got out of it, it looked pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big fan, and like I'm a similar age to Matt Heafy, and I've sort of grew up with them in the sense of followed their journey. So 120 quid to sort of meet. How can I say?
What did you get? What did
It's
you
like
get? For your money?
it's like my version of Metallica. I wasn't a teenager in 1983.
No,
but I was for Trivium. So it's kind of the
same
look at
vibe
it like that. Yeah. So it was really cool. We got to do a meet and greet with them.
Yep.
That was I think there was like 15 people.
So good numbers then.
Yeah,
Like, I
about
mean, not a
15
lot of people.
Yeah,
like-
exactly. Yeah, it wasn't like it was rammed or anything like that. So we went at 4:00. We went to do the meet and greet, which was literally just a line of 15 people. You went into the O2 Academy, and where the stage is.
Yeah.
Off
In
to
the
the
Bristol
right
O2,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, off to the right there, they had. I'll put the picture up on the podcast, but they had that little backdrop thing there. So you basically got to have a chat with them and have a picture with them, and that picture is me and my friend Mark, who I went up with.
Yep.
I chatted with them for about sort of 2 to 3 minutes, and then obviously it's your time for the next person to come in. And then after that, they do a thing called the pig pen, which is essentially, it's a really clever idea. So it's an extension of the meet and greet, but it's their warm up.
Yeah.
Right. So
Which
they're
they do
going to be
every-
warming
they're
up
gonna- yeah.
anyway. So they basically invited people to come in and just do a warm up, and you get to watch it. So the Hatchet in Bristol.
Yeah.
The pub across the road from the O2
pub that
Academy.
you can never get a pint in.
Yeah.
When there's a gig
So the pig pen warm up thing was upstairs in there. So I mean, we were there for about 45 minutes or something. So there was 4 band members. If I can, I'll put a video because I took a few videos as well, so you can get a little of what it was like.
A snippet.
Well, they post all of their own stuff online anyway.
Oh, okay.
So you can go and watch it on YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
So there was like 4 band members in a little circle with all their like practice rigs, and like 15, 20-ish around. There was a few like famous YouTubers there as well, which I recognized, and I was like,
Shout out.
I recognize that guy. What was it? Jamie Slays? Do you know that guy? No, he was there. And so they basically played for 45 minutes, but it was no awkwardness.
No,
it was just sound, you know what I mean? And they played a couple of songs, and then they basically said, "Right, guys, what do you want us to play?"
Which is pretty cool when you're in a band.
Really
that you
cool,
like,
yeah. So I just don't get it. Why would you do this? You can hear they literally wanted to play the deep cuts. They wanted to play all their old
real fan stuff.
Anything.
Yeah.
What do you want to play? And some guy shouts out, "Pull harder." I'm like, you're gonna hear it tonight, mate. What are you doing? You can literally ask them to play anything right now, So so they played a bit of that, and then afterwards they said it again, and I think everyone was a bit sort of like didn't want to shout out. And I'm an introvert, right? I'm just like, but I'm not, fuck this.
Yeah.
So it matters. And I know Matt really likes playing the Deceived, and I really like the song Deceived. So I just shouted out, "The Deceived." And then, because I shouted something out, someone else shouted something out.
At the exact same time.
And then Matt was just like, no, we'll play that. And everyone was shouting at the minute. And then he was like, no, what did you say? What did you say? I was like, The Deceived. And they're like, all right, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll play. And then other people were shouting some other songs and they were about to start the other song. And then Matt was like, no, we'll play half of Deceived and then we'll go into something else. I can't remember what it was. So that was the plan. And then they started playing that. And they all messed up where they were going to stop halfway into Deceived.
Okay,
It was obviously a medley that they'd done before. Stop at halfway at Deceived and go into something else.
Yeah.
But it was just funny because the drummer carried on an extra verse and then Matt just carried on playing the whole of Deceived.
And they all got sucked into the whole
And they all
song.
got sucked into it, yeah. So, yeah, I got my own way in the end.
Well, there you go. That's what you do.
But it was really cool. Yeah, we got to... I can't remember what other songs they played, but there are a few other deep cuts. One of them was the B-side for this album, actually, The Poison, the Knife, or the Noose.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then after that, I got to chat with Corey and checked out his King V, his signature guitar.
Yeah.
Chatted with Matt a bit, and
You said they were super nice guys.
super cool,
Super nice.
cool. Yeah, there was no like weird, us and them rock star
yeah.
thing. It was like hanging out with a mate. It was,
You
it was
said
really cool.
because you showed me
Really
pictures
cool
and
guys.
videos, and it was a real like intimate setting, wasn't it? It was just a room, wasn't it? Like
Yeah. At one point, I got to have a chat with Matt and basically said, I was like, what do you say to these people? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, thank you for the
Love
music,
your
all that
stuff.
But I was like, because it was like the anniversary of Shogun, and they said, I knew the set list that they were going to play a few songs. So I said, I'm really happy to hear that Shogun's being played tonight. He's like, yeah, we've got quite a lot. And I said, a little story with that album was that came out like 2 days before I deployed to Afghan.
Oh, okay. So it has a special place
that
in
has
your
a
heart.
special,
Yeah,
because I
of
took
course.
that over there with me
on CD.
on CD. Yeah. And then I managed to transfer it onto my iTunes because I took my laptop out. So yeah, I managed to grab that album like 2 days. I didn't listen to it because obviously I was so busy flying out
Getting your
to
kit ready and getting ready to
Kandahar
go.
and stuff. Yeah. And then obviously getting settled in. And then that was my Afghan album that I used to like listen to all
Religiously.
the time because it was new. And I mean, on occasion over there, I was over there for like 7 months. So on occasion, you get to a place where you had like a makeshift gym.
Yeah.
A few fill some jerry cans with sand, sellotape them to a bar.
Yeah, there you go.
And you'd have a week or two there just to train. And then we had a little CD player there as well. And me and my friend Mike Tapp
Shout out
good
to
old
Mike Tapp.
we used to go in there and just put on Shogun, blast it, and the first couple of times where the other guys came in, it was all very sort of like, what's this shit? Because they listened to their dance music and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after a few weeks, it actually got to the point where they were coming in and going, what's that album you put on? Because it's like,
hang on, mate.
good lifting music.
lifting
What's that
music.
album? I was like, oh, you like it, do you?
Oh, now we sucked you in.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got to say to Matt, you're probably responsible for a lot of stuff that went down in Afghanistan, by the way, as a joke. And he was like, oh.
No, seriously.
You were my soundtrack. So, yeah, I think Shogun has a special place because it's sort of like, like we all do. We all have albums that remind us of certain points in our life. Yeah.
Especially when they're attached to like very strong emotions and strong places and stuff.
Yeah.
There are albums that may not necessarily be people's favorites, but they can be yours.
Yeah,
and that's
of course.
fine. And that's what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
You like it, that's fine with you. And also, another true fact that I didn't realize until you showed me the picture, how tall Matt Heafy is.
Yeah. He's taller than me. Yeah.
Yeah, he's tall as hell.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But my first time seeing them was,
Yeah.
I think, was 2006. And I believe it was in Plymouth Pavilions with Annihilator and Chimera, I believe.
Cool.
I believe that was.
Yeah.
what it was.
Nice.
I was only there for Trivium, but Annihilator
Yeah.
did make me a fan when I saw
Yeah.
them.
Oh, yeah,
They were so sick.
Yeah.
I got to see them in Plymouth Pavilions, which was massive at the time because
Yeah.
no one listened to the Trivium at
No.
the time. I'm pretty sure I just went with. I think I managed to rope one of my friends in at the time who I don't think was a fan in any sense. But managed to go. And that was great because it was all ascendancy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Awesome.
And
Awesome.
I remember being like, I think I must have been 16 or something at the time, but like they had like the 2-tier. And this was the first time I've ever been to like a heavy show, and like you got like Matt Heafy on like another tier above the drummer playing, and I was just like, just like absolutely loving it. But that album, like Ascendancy, not so much Shogun, but Ascendancy was huge in my childhood. That was
Yeah,
massive.
it was a great introduction to me to like same with you, like heavy vocals.
Yeah.
Because when I was a teenager, it was primarily, Metallica, Megadeth,
Yeah.
Maiden, and extreme vocals was always like a bit of a okay.
It was like a bridge. It was like a bridge. It was definitely a good crossing point.
Yeah, Ascendancy was the point where I was like, you know what, I like heavy vocals.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're listening to Whitechapel and Suicide Silence.
Yeah,
every day and
for sure. It's
Cattle
just-
Decapitation.
Just remember, kids, Trivium is a gateway drug.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Well, they got a lot of ingredients from so many influences, haven't they? And
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What did you make on the? So, I grew up with them, and I'm very much like I like what I like.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but a lot of people tend to like hide what they like it's a guilty pleasure.
Mm.
So a lot of people, there was the big Ascendancy, right? It was like they're the best band ever. They're the next Metallica. It's all, and then the Crusade came out, and like literally everyone just went against them.
Oh
saying
yeah,
that they're snotty kids and they're this and that. Like, did you experience that? Like,
Oh,
any
yeah,
people
yeah.
saying, "What, you listening to Trivium?"
Well, I didn't get it too bad because I was the only person out of my friends who listened to them.
right?
Like I didn't have any friends who listened to heavy music
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all. Like
Yeah.
it was just me. And like I used to get all my friends. We used to go skating and stuff, so we listened to like a lot of Blink,
Mm.
like Sum 41,
Yeah, same.
all that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
stuff. And I like that stuff, but I'd gotten into like more heavy stuff, and I loved it. And like I used to walk to school with my like Walkman player.
Yeah.
But it didn't have. I didn't have anti-jump, so I had to walk really like delicately, like walking to school and something skipping. But whatever. But no,
The good
yeah,
old days.
I avoided all that.
Yeah.
And like there were some songs on the Crusade I liked. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I can't remember much about the Crusade, to be honest with you. But apart from like We Are the Fire, I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that sweet music.
I
video?
remember, like, amongst my friends, like you and Mike and Chris and Mark, we all liked it, and we're all very sort of like, oh, if you like it, you like it. But
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? When you go to like a house party, oh, what do you listen to, mate? You're like, oh, a bit of this, bit of Trivium. Is Trivium.
Well, yeah,
And
it
it's like-
became like a I remember reading online when I first started getting into them that people like dogpiled on them quite a lot about
Yeah.
like there's like dual guitar solos. I remember reading a comment, and I don't know why it stuck me forever, but it was like
Yeah.
dual guitar solos. What do you think you are, some kind of Swedish band? What the fuck is your problem? Why are people on the internet so mean?
Yeah.
Don't be mean, please.
Did you hear that story? So they got hazed, right? With bands that they toured with. Did you hear the story about Jesse Leach and not eating before?
No.
So Matt tells his story where basically they were on, they were on tour, and Kill Switch was a part of the bill.
Love it.
And then they had the catering set up, etc. And he didn't say for years who it was on his interviews. He just said he kept on saying it was a singer that I respected, like a lot.
Yeah.
But in one of the interviews I watched, he actually said, it was Jesse Leach. And Jesse didn't do anything, but Jesse came in. They'd just done like a really long tour bus ride, and they went straight up to the catering to obviously have catering. And Trivium's manager at the time went up to Jesse Leach, stopped him, and said, "No, whoa. No one eats till Matt Heafy eats."
Oh my God.
Can you imagine
why
if
would
someone
you do
did that on your behalf to someone, who you respect and have
You're
grown
gone.
up listening to?
You're gone.
And
Oh,
he
that
didn't
would kill
find out
me.
about it for years, but obviously with Kill Switch, and that rumor sort of spread without him knowing until people started coming up to him going, "Oh yeah, no one eats till you eat," and he's like, "What are you talking about?" They've turned it.
imagine?
It's like an inside joke now, which they use. But can you imagine that?
Could you imagine the level of cringe finding that out? That would kill me.
Yeah,
That would kill me.
yeah,
That was awful. You suck.
yeah.
Even if that was the case, you never say that.
No.
That's the worst.
You're like, are you serious?
Oh, right. I need some music after that level of guys. Made me want to just crawl in a hole and die. Right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Throes of Perdition. Yeah, boy.
Can you hear the different guitars in left and right?
Yes. Yeah. You can definitely hear that. Yeah. meaty riff.
Cool video as well. Seen the video to this?
I can't remember it, I'll be honest with you, I definitely can.
This is the time he had that. You know, he used to play those like Dean Razor ones, but he had the Japanese flag on it, the Rising Sun.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. Vocals here.
Yeah, this is Ascendancy vocals right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And these are the vocals that I fell in love with when I was a kid. It's just the choruses as well, like just they're so catchy enough, but then bring you in with that heavy vocals as well. Got that bass pedal though. Just machine gun going off in the background.
Yeah.
Still going.
Still going.
A bit of echo there. Reverb.
Just a bit.
This is a great solo.
They're well placed solos as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not just woodly. It's thought out and placed. Love that little riff there. It's cool. talking about reverb?
Still going.
Still going.
Still going, baby. Some say he's still going.
Yeah. You okay? You okay, huh?
Yeah, there we go. I'll be honest with you, that is one of the tracks that I couldn't really find a lot on, like information-wise.
Yeah.
Not much
Okay.
lore, as it were. Trivium lore.
Trivium lore.
Those deep dives.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like the second single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, definitely released on a single, but there's not much I can find about the meaning behind the song.
Yeah, I mean, you can look into the lyrics and make your own interpretation.
Everything I found was very, nothing like accredited. Like, it was all very opinion based and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't care about your opinion.
Yeah.
But you care about mine. But you don't.
Yeah, again, another great song with the older riffage.
Yep. It is
the intro is trying to work out what it is on the 7 string because I'm missing the lower string. Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
That's it.
That
Something like that.
that main riff is pretty cool, though, isn't it?
All the little bends.
What else is for this one? The little bridge bit in the middle is really cool. You know, the really cool.
Yeah. Nice. Sweet.
There you go.
Let's there we go. Here we have it. Oh. Right. Nothing interesting to go with that one, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
It's like the last episode we did with what was the song? Was it Deja Vu, wasn't it?
Deja Vu.
We're just like, it's not.
It's a song that
It's
is
a
there.
song.
But anyway, let's move on to the next song.
A beast.
Oh.
This is one of the songs on the album that is in E standard, actually.
Oh, the 6 string.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back to 6 string, baby.
Yeah. And I think I read somewhere that the reason why they did it is because they got some flack. Obviously, they used some 7 strings on the Crusade and they were playing live with them. Like they got, you can't, there was something where it's like, you can't write, E standard is gone. You can't write a heavy song in E anymore. And they were like, yeah, you can.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. So I think this is like an answer to that.
Well, yeah, fair enough. But, yeah. I mean, it's a weird thing to throw at people. Here we go, Insurrection. Fade in.
Fade in. Are they going to fade out?
Yeah. Very thrashy. Very thrashy intro.
Riff to this chorus. Really cool.
Yeah, yes, 100%. I really hope your head just squatting, staring at that screen was in there then.
Yeah, this is a
full-blown thrash, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Just from the drumming alone, like.
Yeah.
This low riff, like you said, is just an absolute beast, isn't it?
Love this bit.
Little build up.
Starts off whispering and then just
I just, like on previous songs previously mentioned, the repetition then into the heavy vocal, I just love every time. It works. And then just shred it.
it just does sound like a samurai theme, doesn't it, you know?
You could argue this riff is very metallic-y though, couldn't you?
It's creeping death, isn't it?
Right.
Die by my head.
There we go, yeah.
Shuffle.
There we go. Insurrection. So apparently this song was written in the point of view of Satan as he launched the war against the heavens.
Haven't we all?
We've all been there, mate. We've all been there. The first line of that song is "Bow not before whose creation these mortals man." There you go. It's Lucifer. Big L.
The big L.
The big L. The big D. The devil.
I was going to say.
Listen, man, you don't know.
Mind you, I've been here for a long time today, so yeah, fair enough.
Yep. Anyway, that tasty, definitely not creeping death riff.
Oh, it's definitely like it's like, you know,
it's a good. I really loved that riff until you did that.
Yeah.
All I'm going to be able to hear now. Why are you like this? Like,
deconstructing everything.
no, I just want people to come back, mate. I don't want you to ruin like their favorite songs for them. They're never going to listen to it again now without hearing that. It's still a good riff. It's still a good riff.
Yeah. It starts off, it's like I said, it's a very fast song to try.
Yeah,
to
it's a
try and play it
real
all.
driller.
It's like, yeah, like you said, a lot of stretching.
A lot of stretching.
Yeah, and then into your favorite riff.
Not anymore.
The bridge part in that song's really cool as well. You know, the old that type of thing.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
I do like that little bridge. Yeah, it is cool.
And then they go into the old, the Did you notice on the last bit? So the main
Probably not.
No, probably not. They like modulate it, so it's like the main is obviously. And then for the last bit, they actually go.
You know what? Just make it heavier.
Yeah. So 2. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, I noticed that. I just wanted to see if you did.
Yeah. I try and play along to the whole song sometimes. I'm just like, oh, my right hand.
Yeah, fair one.
Yeah. It's a burner.
It's a burner.
It's a burner.
We've all burnt that right hand before. Anyway, so that was Insurrection. How do we feel about taking a next step on?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And this is the Calamity. Now, if you're a true Trivium fan, you need to know what this song apparently is inspired by, which we'll talk about afterwards, but still don't buy it. This is one of the songs he played in the Shogun 10-year on the Twitch stream. Calamity.
Some of the lyrics on this album. Drunk on the milk of the something which is tit.
What else milk do you get drunk on?
Fair enough. All been there.
I don't hate this song, but I don't love it.
It's probably my least favourite on the album.
I don't
It's
hate
got
it.
really cool bits, like this next bit, for example, but it's like, I never really listen to it if I have to. It's not a bad song, but it just hasn't got that special sauce. Like, that riff there is pretty cool, you know that? Takes a bit of a left turn at the next bit. That's cool.
I mean, sweet solo in it and stuff like that. But
It's not a bad song by any stretch, but compared to, you know,
The
what
rest of
else
it.
you're given, it's kind of like, yeah.
well, that riff's quite cool. That pump.
Sounds like Phalanx or Phalanx off the new album. Phalanx.
Phalanx. Phallic.
Already been talking about the big L and the big D today, haven't we? Got something on the mind?
You know. Yeah, so not a bad song. I know some people absolutely love that song. I found like a lot of people online saying they absolutely love that song. Anyway,
Yeah.
so my point of this was apparently, as we all know, that they're big Final Fantasy, big gamers, big nerds. There is a reference to Final Fantasy VII in this. Well, it's not a reference, is it? It's
Yeah, it was inspired by the Genova boss battle.
So I looked
Apparently
everywhere
so.
to find out about this, and all it just said was people just said it. No one gave any reference. No one gave
Yeah.
anything. But you said you watched it.
Heafy has said it. He said, "Look, I was inspired to write the Calamity by the Genova boss battle." I think he said the boss battle theme tune
Was what inspired this.
was what inspired him to write
Some
the
part of this
Calamity
song.
or something like that. And I was looking for it musically.
We tried
you know,
listening to it before.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
started
yeah.
this.
To see if I could actually find out, like, oh, that certain, chord progression or melody, and I couldn't find anything. So maybe it was just a case of you just got inspired to write a song about.
Yeah, but all the fans like
style.
it's about Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. And
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing.
Well, I'm pretty sure like Genova's like nickname in Final Fantasy VII is like the Calamity or something like that. So I think
we're going deep lore Final
it is.
Fantasy now. Are we?
Hey, I got all day, mate. Let's do
No,
it.
absolutely
Pull
not.
up a sandbag.
Absolutely
We'll talk
not.
about
New-
Cloud.
Mate, absolutely not.
New one's coming out in February.
New Final Fantasy?
Mhm.
Final Fantasy?
Part 2.
But-
The Final Fantasy VII remake for PS5.
Oh.
Part 2.
I didn't realise it wasn't one complete series. They've only
They
just-
remade, part 1. So basically, you got Final Fantasy VII, the original
Because
one.
I had Final
They've
Fantasy VII on
remade-
PlayStation 1 with like 4 discs.
Yeah, yeah.
Not completed.
It's a massive game. So basically, part 1's been out for a couple of years. They remade the whole game. However, they've split it into like 3 parts because it's that big. Do you know what I mean? And they've elaborated on the lore and changed a certain few.
You're really milking that cow.
Stuff. Yeah.
You're doing a Hobbit on us.
Good. I love Final Fantasy.
Turning that one book into 3 movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, tune in next week for our Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Deep Dive podcast. The Final Fantasy. Well, any riffs? Any bits? Or do you want to?
Yeah.
You don't mean it. Don't force yourself, mate.
It's like, no, I learned some of the stuff. You know, the intro's pretty cool, you know, with the, what was it? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The one bit that was what I pointed out was the that bit. Just basically yeah, that bit's pretty cool. Can't really remember it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it just feels like it's one of those songs, do you know what I mean? That it's just...
Yeah. That bit you were talking.
Yeah, that was the bit I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
for
there's
that one,
not tons to say about it, is there really?
I didn't put too much effort into.
I know. Some people love that song, but just I feel like it's a bit of a filler.
Yeah,
bit of a filler. Come on, let's move on.
Yeah,
let's move along. So we're going to go on to track 8, "He Who Spawned the Furies." Another definitely not Japanese reference, and definitely more Greek, but you know, it's named Shogun. Who's the other vocals? You know, is that Corey or?
Corey does more backup vocals nowadays. Yeah, Matt used to do the majority, all of it.
Pretty sure all of it. So I know he did all on the Crusade.
Yeah, obviously when they play some of these songs live, you can't be singing, when the call and response stuff. So Corey, over the years, has stepped up more. I think he does do some backup vocals on some of the albums nowadays. He definitely does live. He's actually got a really good screaming voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He looks like he does.
Yeah. Another really heavy bit on the album. Vocals.
Little Shiggy. I like that though.
Yeah.
Wah.
Wah, wah. Kirk, is that you?
Okay. There you have it.
There you go. Do you like that one?
Again, I feel like that is another.
It's
got
one of the
really great
skippers,
parts.
isn't it?
It's just. It feels like a bit of a not. I'm gonna say a nothing track because that feels really mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah,
it's a filler.
Yeah.
For me, it's a filler. It's not what I'm going to jump to. Yeah.
Somebody brings you a plate full of,
A charcuterie board. We're talking.
Yeah,
We're talking meats and cheeses. We're talking salami. We're talking
exactly.
pancetta.
You're gonna go exactly. Yeah.
I'm skipping
a massive tray of ice cream. You're not going to be going for Marmite flavor first, are you?
Brilliant. That was an excellent analogy that all people were going to follow there. Fucking idiot.
I'm here all week.
You're here all week. Yeah, unfortunately, that is true. So this was again another, like I said before the song started, Greek mythology-esque one about Cronus and the spawning of the Furies. And did you know the castration of Uranus?
I'll have none of that talk around here. Thank you very much.
Well, it happened.
When? I wasn't aware.
Ask Kronos, mate. So, any riffy bits or not?
The song's quite, from a rhythm standpoint, the song's quite simple, really.
It's okay.
Yeah, the main riff is obviously the. The main riff, then it obviously goes into the the slide up the neck for the verse. One of the cool bits is the
yeah, this is the
and then you got the breakdowny bit, which is pretty cool. I'll get there in a minute, don't worry.
Bang with us. This is
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe let's move on from this part.
That's it.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Just sit here and watch.
Is it one of our podcasts if there's not a part of it where like,
oh yeah,
is that it?
Yeah, I can't learn a whole album in a week.
Absolutely not. Some of us have real jobs, all right? Don't you be at us. I think we're going to have to keep marching on here because we're pressing for time, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Press on then.
Let's press on. Track 9. Let's go. Pow, pow, pow. Prometheus and the Crucifix. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Kind of reminds me of Mastodon.
Yeah. singing and playing these riffs at the same time. It's just something that my brain just doesn't. I know it's a lot of practice and muscle memory, but
I mean, I guess it's different when it's your job.
yeah.
Sweet slide.
This sounds almost crusade-y, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, it just reminded me of, like, Anthem.
Yeah.
It does feel very crusade.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, goddamn same thing.
Again, like Maiden, you can tell who's playing the. If you're familiar with the music, you can kind of tell who's doing the solo by styles and feel.
Corey's more sweepy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Hear that?
Yep. That's alright. That's the end of the song. Just detune your guitar so you don't have to.
Oh, hello, Floyd. Mr. Rose.
Mr. Rose. Yeah. So, of Prometheus and the Crucifix. What do you think about that?
What I think about that.
What do you think about that?
Again, it's like not one of the best songs on the album, but it's a good song.
It does kind of trail off a little bit in the middle of the album, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit. Not that they're bad songs. I've listened to them all, but again, another Greek mythology song on an album named Shogun.
They loved it.
They loved it. So they started with the Japanese and they're finishing with the Japanese. So I guess it's just a lot of Greek in the middle.
They incorporated like Japanese mythology and they just tied it all in together.
I mean, maybe
I don't know.
Listen, Shogun's a cool name, and it's
Very
not.
cool
And
name.
they said it's not meant to be a concept album in the sense, but it does seem to have a theme of mythology and fantasy, I guess.
Exactly. Still trying to work out that bit.
Stop doing it on not on stream. You're not.
That's it. That's it. I got
Okay.
it.
Nice. Thanks. Thanks for that.
Sorry.
I'm sure all the listeners will appreciate that one.
Yeah,
They're real glad you got that.
Oh yeah.
I guess there's again another Philly. It just feels a bit Philly there to me.
I mean, yeah, Heafy's got that. You know what I said about the jumping strings, the very metalcore type riffs. You know. pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is a cool when you watch someone play it. It is a cool riff, but yeah, the song as a whole, it has some like it's again all the filler songs. They have really cool parts to them, but as a whole, I feel
Yeah.
I don't know. They're the more singy ones as well. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they are.
And then the
Yeah.
more singy ones will be like, take it or leave it. Anyway. Where are we at?
We are
at 2 songs from the end.
2 songs from the end.
Oh, come to the end, my friend. Like Callisto to start in heaven.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We are pushing forward, I'm afraid. Running low on that sweet, sweet time with you people, our friends.
This is the other song that's in E standard.
This is the other song.
Yeah.
Again, very thrashy.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
See, this song goes straight to back what it was doing before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spoken word part.
Yeah. We end our lives as moles in the Dawn Patrol.
Ep4.
Oh, dang.
I love this riff.
Yeah, it's just a very thrashy song, isn't it?
Is that on the top of that cymbal?
At the start of Blind by Korn, isn't it?
Yeah, again, I really like the drumming on this album.
Yeah. It's great. Love a dive bomb.
Yeah. It's not practical, mate.
No, it's not.
It's not practical.
I love a dive bomb so much I blocked off my fully blows.
So that you could never possibly do it. go. Good old Callisto. Poor old Callisto, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. We're not going to go into that
Again,
story.
Greek mythology
Again, Greek mythology. Zeus being a dick.
Yeah.
And, read the story.
Was this one about she gets turned into a bear and then she sees her son in the woods and
I'm not reading it.
tries to
hug him.
Yeah, tries to hug
bear
him.
Hug him?
And then obviously the hunter sees her as a bear and it's like it's a Greek tragedy.
It's a tragedy.
Isn't it? It's like a tragedy
The whole
story.
thing's a tragedy, like all Greek tales. They're awful.
Well, yeah.
Not awful as in storytelling, like bad things happen to good people.
Very.
But yeah, there you go. We're not going to go into the full story of that, but it's pretty late, pretty bad.
That riff you said you liked?
Yeah.
It's very sort of,
Oops. Uh-oh.
I mean, there's only so many notes on the guitar, isn't there?
Yeah. And then also, it's very thrashy as well.
Very no remorse. Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that. Well, like our last album, we're going out on an insanely long song.
Yeah.
God damn it. Alexander the Great, here we come. This
is a high point on the album, though.
This is the high point. I mean, I don't have the attention span for 12-minute long
fair
songs,
enough,
man.
yeah.
I just can't do it.
This is one of the best songs on the album, in my opinion.
Of course you love it. Here we go. Shogun, the title track. We gotta get it going. Have they played this live?
Yeah. They
It's not been an Alexander the Great where they just like,
they have done it. There's some good versions on YouTube actually from the soundboard that they've put out. Yeah. If anything, it's even heavier because when they play live, they tune down another half step already of what's on here. So, yeah. Again, another song that's a massive story.
Yeah.
See him in the booth for the making of for this, just absolutely giving it beans. The vocals for this track.
Yeah.
And in the next clip, he's doing the bit in the middle with the, and then on this. Sounds like he's singing it through a megaphone.
End of song. Should have ended there, mate. Great song. Great
Yeah,
song.
right, great album.
Right,
Till
there you
ends. I remember when I first listened to this part of this album, because I don't think he'd never sung like the way he does in this part before, and it was just like, oh, okay, you know, the very that type of
It took him
thing.
ages.
There's no turning back. That type of stuff. You hear the acoustic on the right only?
Yep.
One thing I really like about this song, how it really, really takes you back down low and then just it shoots right up.
I just want it to be over.
You can't do long songs.
I just can't do it, man.
No.
He's gonna fucking burst into the Freebird solo in a minute, isn't he?
Almost. To be fair, you were like this with Alexander the Great, weren't you?
Yeah.
Can't do long
I just can't do long songs, man.
Attention span of a gnat.
Yep.
Do you want to colour an in book?
Yeah, that would be great, mate.
Yeah.
That'd be grand.
We'll meet you back here at the end.
Do you want to see what my notes are on this song? 12-minute long. But this was the longest song that they'd written at the time, wasn't it? I think
Yeah.
it's still.
Yeah. I think it is. Whereas I'm just like that. Give me more.
Yeah, you're on a journey now, aren't you, mate?
Give me more.
Give me more. Give me less. It's like a musical.
Yeah. Kinda.
I hate musicals.
West Side Story.
Yeah, I think we all know. See
Wanna live in America.
See episode 1.
Yeah. See episode 1. Again, the guitar works. Fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, I can appreciate it.
But it ain't over.
Oh, there's more.
This is like your Power Slave, isn't it? Where it gets to that bit and you like just end the song
Just
there.
end it. And into a trilogy, mate.
The Unforgiven 5?
mean, I can understand why you end an album on this and stuff like that. You know, it's a very epic journey and stuff like that. Just not my vibe.
No, that's fine. Yeah. They did the song on the Crusade, didn't they? You know, the Crusade, which is just like very instrumental, kind of like this, where it's just like.
Yeah, I just never.
It's you. I cannot wait for it all to come crashing down.
But like, don't get me wrong, when they did Alexander the Great, like I Made It Live, I loved it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's an anthem.
I thought that for a very long time about this song. Actually, it was very that, and then I started learning bits on guitar and listened to it, got more familiar with it, and then I'm just like, actually, I sat down and listened to it as like a journey, a musical piece as well. And
I guess you can appreciate
it
from a different level.
Yeah. So drums there, almost the same as when the album started.
Okay. Like a little nod, yeah.
Circle of life. Purgatory, which you're currently trapped in, because it won't end.
It's like that Megadeth riff again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that ended.
Yeah. Well. Oh, it's fading out. And it's back.
Time will not.
So apparently the special edition ends here, 11/22.
All right.
Yeah. But no, we're not listening to the special edition one. We're listening to the original, so it fades out much sooner, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Just so you, there's a little fact I had on that I remembered in here. This goddamn 12-minute long song. Okay.
Still going.
It's
No. The song hasn't finished yet.
Oh.
Still got 10 seconds left. I want to listen. I want to appreciate the full album, you know?
Yeah,
we said we were reviewing albums.
It's done. It's just silence.
4
now.
seconds left. Thank you very much.
That's it. It's over. Thank God. Oh, look, even Apple just died. Okay, on to you, because I got
so
nothing.
You haven't got nothing for Shogun.
Yeah,
you're done with long songs, really.
I don't like long songs.
No. I like it from more of like a musical journey standpoint.
That's fine.
And it's fun. It's fun to sit down and learn the riffs. So,
yeah.
I suppose it's just if you're not into it, you're not into it.
So I reckon we got a couple minutes left, and let's get some riffs.
Yeah. So you got, the intro bit. You know the.
Was that this song? It was so long ago.
It's been 84 years.
I thought that was the start of the album, mate. Fucking hell.
Bit of a weird bouncy riff, isn't it? And you got the.
This again on a 7-string. Was this 7-string?
Yeah.
This is 7-string as well.
Yeah. Obviously you got the acoustic bit.
Yeah, well, we can skip that.
Pretty cool. The build up again, with the.
Oosh.
And then from there, and then time will not leave. Pretty fun.
That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun for everyone but me.
You can go home now, Mr. Grouchy.
Oh yeah, I'm getting grumpy. I'm hungry. I'm getting a bit hangry now. I want my food. I want some snacks. But that was it. That was Trivium Shogun. We did it. We completed it. Even though this seemed like a cursed episode.
I can get the special edition version. That's got three
Absolutely
extra,
not. Absolutely
three
not. I'm
extra
done.
songs if you want.
I'm done. Get
There's
out.
an Iron Maiden cover of Iron Maiden on there.
There is. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. In fact, let's get it.
Yeah, absolutely not. Album wise, so like obviously you've got very special emotional and attachments and time and place for you, so that you're a big fan of that album.
Yeah.
I like that album.
Yeah.
I think it starts really strong. I think it trails off a little bit in the middle with those few
There's
songs.
a couple, aren't there?
There's a couple that are skippable. Yeah. There's still good songs. They're not bad songs, but it's just a few skippable. I like it when it gets back to Callisto. I think it gets back to Callisto.
Yeah.
And then we're back to Shogun. We all know how I feel about that.
Especially when you're hungry and tired.
Especially when you're grumpy and hungry and tired. Anyway, thank you, hopefully, for making it this far. If you did, please like and subscribe and follow us.
Yeah,
and whatever.
check our other episodes out as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. Peace out.
Cheers.